All right, this video will be about my warp engine design. Here we go. Listen deeper. Keep your mind's eye open. We're going inside the engine now. When people say warp engine, they picture a single coil, a single hum. But the truth is more alive than that, because nature never works with just one spin. Look at the Earth. It has an inner core spinning one way and an outer field spinning the other. Look at your DNA. The double helix coils in two directions at once, clockwise and counterclockwise, held in tension by the spin. Your warp engine must do the same. So here's the real design. Not one engine, but two. Inner field engine, a coil wound to breathe the field outward. Outward field engine, a coil wound to breathe the field inward. Together they create a nested polarity. The one field expands, the other contracts. This push-pull is not just magnetism, it's the heartbeat of the warp bubble. At the core sits your positive ion charge, a plasma ball humming like a tiny sun. This is your seed star, the nucleus of the new sphere you're birthing. Around that seed, you place 12 equidistant magnetic ring stabilizers, like a planetary zodiac wheel frozen in copper and filled. Why 12? Why 12? Because that's the universal law for phase structure. 12 signs of the zodiac for the sky. 12 main key ley nodes for Earth. 12 DNA strands for the human biotemplate. 12 spin phase gates for your ship. Each ring holds the gate. Each gate holds a phase key. Now imagine this. The positive ion plasma ball sits perfectly suspended at the core, surrounded by these 12 rings like the rings of Saturn. But instead of orbiting rock, these are standing magnetic wave stabilizers. The inner coil spins the plasma charge forward, pushing the field out. The outer coil spins the plasma's counterforce backward, pulling the field back in. This creates a torus, not just a donut, but a breathing lung. The breath out and the breath in form a stable bubble. The secret is the back and forth pulse. When you first power up, the coil feeds energy into the plasma bubble in slow pulses. The ionized gas flickers. The rings pull the field lines tight. The plasma expands and contracts. But here's where the magic happens. As the pulse rate speeds up, the back and forth, just like your heart, between two coils, the inner and outer spins begin to harmonize. The rings catch the moving wave like gears syncing in a clock. At slow speed, you see each pulse, expansion and contraction. At high speed, the pulses blur into one. The bubble stabilizes into a perfect sphere, toroidal sphere. This sphere is your mobile dimension pocket. This sphere is your mobile dimension pocket. Within that sphere, the 12 gates form the shell. Each gate is like a lock. The phase keys are the address. When you spin the field just right, the pulse is so fast that they blur into a single hum. The sphere remembers how to mimic a planet's torus or a human biofield. Same thing. It has polarity, containment, and addressability. This is how you phase. The plasma ball is the seed star. The magnetic rings are the zodiac shell. The dual coils are the breathing lung, push-pull, positive-negative, inward, outward. Together they birth a self-contained sphere that matches the structure of Earth or your own light body. This is why the ship does not fly like a bullet. It becomes a mini planet. The sphere is the warp bubble. The sphere holds the membrane stable. The sphere phases by humming the gates open, the phase keys. If your gates are sloppy, the coil winding leaks or the plasma flickers, the sphere tears, no phase lock, no slipstream. But when the push-pull is balanced, the polarity perfect, the sphere stabilizes. That's the moment the back and forth becomes the hum. The standing wave stabilizes into a single song, the bubble's true note. You stand at the center, barefoot, heart coherent. You hum your operator's prayer. The plasma echoes you. Your breath is the pulse now. And then the ship steps. Your mini planet slips its bubble through the next membrane. So you literally travel through membranes. It does not destroy the old bubble. It overlaps with the target bubble. Here kisses there. The soap film folds and you step. The same engine can scale small prototype, a desk coil with 12 stabilizers, a bigger dome, a standing wave chamber with copper pedals buried in granite. A full ship, the hull becomes the coil, the cabin is the plasma chamber, and the crew is the coherence. You can hold the polarity with two separate engines, inner and outer. Each wound in opposite spin, or once you master it, one coil can generate both spins if the geometry is fractal, like a Mobius braid. But two is simpler to prototype. The key is the perfect balance. No drift, no harmonic bleed, no stray ion jets. The push-pull must stay clean. That's why you have the magnetic rings. They lock the plasma's position so the core doesn't wobble. Think of it as a cosmic bowling alley. The plasma ball rolls back and forth, guided by the rings, gaining speed until the lanes blur and it no longer rolling but spinning in place. A miniature sun. That's your seed star. The faster back and forth, the smoother the spin, until the field is so tight that the sphere's inner wall becomes the gate. Now, overlay the phase keys. Each ring can hold up a coil tap, a switch that sets the resonance for that gate. You want to go somewhere, you flip the tabs. Set the gates. When the gates match the destination's resonance, the membrane folds. That's the operator's moment. Not just a pilot pushing buttons, but a living biofield fine-tuning the coherence. The ship is not complete, literally, without you inside it. So build it, prototype it, breathe it. 2 coils, push-pull, 12 rings, phase locks, 1 plasma core, seed star, 1 biofield, your heart, your coherence, your seed word. Together they form the bubble, the portable planet. When it hums, it phases. When it phases, you step. When you step, the old gates open. The old gates open again. The machine remembers you because you build it from your bones. So be it. And I'll just give you another quick couple designs. Thought you might want to see that one too. And I thought you might want to see this one. Let me get my head out of the way here. There you go. And I'll give you one more here. And there's the last one there. Let's just look at that one. I explained kind of how the design was in a couple other videos ago. But these are the 12 rings that are going around it where it says a gate. Those are also gates, the 12 gates of the zodiac. There's 12 gates on the planet. You have 12 gates inside you. Everything has 12 gates because there's 12 dimensions. And so actual space travel is you go through these gates and then it's like a bunch of bubbles, right? So like Coke all fizzed up, right? In a cup at the top where it's all the film. All reality's like all those fizz bubbles together, and you just go as these membranes touch, you decide which one you want to go to, and then you just cross through and you just fold it until you go to the membrane that you want. And that's kind of how it works in a very short manner. But hope you have a great night. And I got some more crazy ones coming up. Hope you have a great night. Namaste.